stuff. Ooh, that's pretty good. When it comes to recreational opportunities in Arizona, most people fixate on the Grand Canyon. But the state also has 18 national monuments and 29 state park units, all worth a visit. Patagonia Lake State Park opened in 1975 and is popular for boating and fishing. For us, there was another cold front moving in, so we were looking for hookups and temperatures that wouldn't get much below freezing. Oh, it's got a visitor center and everything. Right on the end. It's a two-seater. The lake was created in 1968 with the damming of Sonoyta Creek, 10 miles south of the town of Patagonia. Below the lake are the tracks of the abandoned New Mexico-Arizona Railroad line. Gates are closed between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. There's a visitor center, ranger station, park store, and boat rentals on site. It is freezing here. We hit a cold snap. They even have a market. Go check it out. They have cabins up there too. What'd you get there?
Got the Blue Bunny king size brownie cone.
Okay, did I get one?
Oh, you're a good girl.
I'm a good girl. After nearly 6 years of having this van, I just discovered that this backing that goes behind the ottoman actually fits between here. John went out to unhook the water because it's going to freeze tonight.
You have a tip.
I have a tip.
You have a tip.
It's on these hash brown potatoes.
Yeah.
So I'll put the water in there. Oops, not completely full yet. Then I'll take some melted butter and I'll pour that in there. That way you get butter in your potatoes and not just, I don't know, it just helps with the baking process. Your horizon's crooked.
What did John Ford tell Steven Spielberg? Got the horizon right.
It was cold last night. My hand, look at that. Look how white it turns. Turns white from...
She's making shadow animals. I cracked myself up. By the way, we're seeing nothing but the glow from the lights, so I don't think this will ever make a video, but it's fun holding the camera. I'm gonna sign off now. Bye.
The whole container in one little tiny pan.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what happens. There we go.
You're a brave woman.
Yeah. Or stupid. Ooh. Looks pretty good. Some eggs. We got ketchup. Okay. This on the bottom side looks pretty good. It's been 36 hours since the vertigo episode that I had, and feeling much better today. Yesterday was I was still a bit off, so we took it easy. We got some things we needed in Sierra Vista, which is a full-service town in Arizona. And then we made our way to this park, which is called Patagonia Lake State Park. And I got the last camping spot with hookups because it did get down to 26 or 7 last night. It was pretty chilly, but with the 2 little heaters that I have, and then of course we don't turn the propane heater on until we wake up, usually around 5 or 6 in the morning. And so the 2 little heaters keep us right around the low 50s mark. So that's pretty good. We like to sleep in that temperature. And there's a shower here, a store, a visitor center, and just about everything you need so you don't have to leave and go anywhere else. And they do have a boat launch, so if you have kayaks or anything like that, you can get in the water. There's a trail along the creek. I didn't feel well enough yesterday to hike that trail, but we did explore just a little bit. And now John's going to hook the water back up because we had to disconnect because of the freezing temperatures, and do the dishes, fill our tank, dump our black and gray tanks, and then we're going to head toward, John wants to go to some ruins, Casa Grande ruins, I think. You want to do the bat in front?
Sure.
John was born and raised in Arizona, but like many of us, never got to explore much of his home state. I was glad to turn over the day's planning to him. Our first stop was Casa Grande Ruins National Monument, an ancestral Sonoran desert peoples farming community. Open 9 to 4, admission is free. The monument's movie can be viewed online, and I will include a link to that video in the description box. The area around the Great House, as Father Kino called it in 1694, produced the largest and most complex of canal systems in North America. It was only occupied for 100 years before the ancestral people dispersed across the Southwest.
We're moseying on down to Big Bend, and then before we head home to North Carolina.
Yeah.
So
We should try to go out 3 or 4 months at a time, and then home base is still
Yeah.
Charlotte. So we go back and forth.
Yeah, okay. Well, how about a picture in front of the,
Sure.
we-
In front of the Casa Grande?
yeah, can we put you in the, vlog?
Oh, yeah.
Picture? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's always fun to meet people who watch the channel. And there they go in their red Travato with 2 dogs. And they follow Lynn and Owen. Only multi-story structure from the Hohokam culture. Amazing. It really is. There's holes in the walls. While there, don't forget to check out the ball courts, which predated the construction of Casa Grande and were used between 800 and 1100 AD. Huh. So they played games in this pit. Huh. Identified 200 ball courts like this in Arizona. Caliche plaster made the central playing fields hard and smooth. And then there's that one over there. And there's another one. Wow. So that was interesting. It's a free park, or a free, whatever it's called, landmark. And now we're off to Painted Rock. And I think there's a campground there, a BLM campground. Painted Rock's Petroglyph site is 90 miles southwest of Phoenix and provides an opportunity to view as many as 800 ancient petroglyphs. It is maintained by the Bureau of Land Management and contains a picnic area and campground with 59 sites. You'll find solitude, dark skies, but no shade. Oh boy, we got a spot. There are like 60 spots here. Probably
I'd say it's 2/3 full. And not very far from the site, so we'll see it at sunset. Oh, it's a flute. Somebody's playing a flute over there. And it's a gorgeous night. No wind. There's only one generator down there that you can hear.
Oh, Wi-Fi thingy.
I was walking around the campground because John's on a conference call, and I ran into Mark. We met in Baker, Oregon 2 years ago. It was probably 2 years ago, wasn't it? A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mark, his channel is Doggone RVing. But he has just done the Castle Dome mine tour. He's going to show me some pictures. Yeah, in the summer, it's not an issue.
But I
Which
noticed
is-
in
That's 200 watts?
200 watts, yeah, 100 watts each.
That's interesting. They look larger than our 200 watts. But And so who did the modification on the tilt?
I had everything done by Infinity Coach in Sumner. They're the ones that have done all my upgrades for the past 4
Okay.
years on this.
Are they where the... Did you have old panels on it? What year is this? I forgot.
It's a
20
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
Did they have solar in those days?
This thing didn't have
Did not.
crap.
Okay, so you added the solar. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't have a backup camera. It had
All
the
right.
awning and the antenna.
Yeah.
That was it.
And Mark also changed his refrigerator out for the same one that we changed it out for. And have you had any issues with that?
Oh, it works
It's the
great.
same isotherm.
It is wonderful.
The only thing I don't like about it is that the freezer compartment won't freeze ice cream hard enough. Table you added here?
Oh, this?
Yeah. Is that a
this
table?
is my drop down
And
table.
you added that
Uh-huh.
recently. I don't think you had that last time.
I want to be able to put my, I got a cup holder here. It fits in this hole, which takes care of.
Oh, I see. Is that your water fill?
Yeah. So I had
Okay.
this indentation made to fit over this, but then I got a cup holder that fits in here so
Uh-huh.
it doesn't spill. I had the railing put on it.
Well, it was great seeing you, Mark. Really
Yeah,
was. I'm
it was.
so
It's a
glad this
surprise
was your
meeting you.
van. It's always these little surprises are fun. It's much better than trying to plan a meetup, right?
Oh,
Just
yeah.
running into somebody you
Yeah,
know.
you never know who you're going to meet on the road.
No, that's for sure. Okay, thanks. Mark said that the Castle Dome mine tour starts at 1, and it's about $80, which is really pricey, but we're going to go down and check it out, see if they have any space, and at least we can do a tour of the museum.
Keep right to continue toward Islands.
Okay. It looks like there might be date shakes and Dateland, so
Keep right at the fork.
shush. We're gonna go over and check it out. Right there, it says date shakes. We're just doing this because we're reviewing, we're comparing them to other date shakes. My camera's better than your camera.
You don't know what? At the end of the day, it might be.
Good date shake, not as good as Shields. That's the best one I've ever had, is the one at Shields in, is that
Palm Springs, India.
Indio? Yeah, I think it's Indio.
"40 miles northeast of Yuma, Arizona, are the Castle Dome Mountains and the prominent Castle Dome Peak. Early Spanish explorers called it Cabeza de Gigante, or Giant's Head, for obvious reasons. The area is now part of the Cofa National Wildlife Refuge and sits adjacent to the Yuma Proving Grounds, where tests on munitions and equipment are conducted. A conspicuous tethered aerostat blimp can be seen for many miles as you drive the dirt road adjacent to the proving ground. Signs caution drivers not to stop along the road.
John's going to air down. It's pretty rugged. Okay, you did 40 in the back and
30 in front.
okay. See if that makes it.
Now I'm
better.
going to use the toilet.
Oh, okay. I didn't need the details, John.
The Castle Dome Mining Museum can be reached at the end of the 9-mile dirt road. The museum sits on 3 patented mining claims and consists of 50 relocated, weather-beaten buildings packed with artifacts retrieved from over 300 mines within the Castle Dome Mining District.
Castle Dome itself is the core of a volcano. The volcano is worn away. What you see is the lava that was pushed up. Whenever there is volcanoes, the earth fractures, and in that fracture, minerals come up through the fractures. And everybody had a different pattern. So if you had tracks on your claim that were not yours, you had a claim jumper. Mine would look like, so if you watch the video, Levi Jeans found at Castle Dome, you will see them go down the shaft with GoPros on and crawl around, you'll see them find these jeans. So this is the oldest. Use your camera and yes, you don't use flash, because they left them down in the mine. That's the oldest pair of Levi jeans known right there. It has no pockets, and it also has the white wax on it from the miner. He was wearing a candle when he had those. This is the light that a miner had. Who can see the ceiling?
Nope.
No. So he only had light in his media area. You might have a few of these on the wall. So after Alan bought, this room was all full of rocks and stuff. And they were down here looking for scorpions with black lights because scorpions glow red or yellow in black lights. Don't be worried, there are no scorpions. I have not seen them. The rattlesnakes got them all. But they said, you got to come down there and check this out. So they said there's nothing darker than a mine. And when they were down here, they said all the walls just light up in this one cave. And you didn't see that with the candle, did you? No. So Alan actually started researching it, and they had a geologist come and look at it and stuff. So you are now in the largest geode in the world. It's about 80 feet high and about 300 feet long, and there's 14 different fluorescents. They all end in -ite. If you want to look them up, that is, they all end in -ite. And the main ones I know are calcite and fluorite. In leverite, there's a leverite right there. Just leverite there. So Alan installed all the black lights, and this is what happened.
Does it smell like a goat?
No.
Playing poker back here. Uh-oh, John hit his head. Lottie's dress shop. Let's see if they have anything I like. A lot of old hats. There's a nice blacksmith shop. Reported that his dog would not drink his water until Cecil placed a chunk of fluorite in it. That's a lot of saws. I would say that was my favorite on this trip of my tours. Wouldn't you say the same?
Yes, the others were good. This
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Yeah, they're all different, but do them all. Life's too short not to do them all. It is 5 p.m. and we're done for the day. So we found a spot to pull over on this Kofo Wildlife Refuge to camp. You can see Castle Rock in the distance. And this looks like a place other people have camped because there's a fire pit and a nice view of the mountains. So this is it for us for the day. Get some work done now.